What's up, guys? What's going on? Long time no see, huh?
Hey, LeBron, last year you talked so much about being fueled by the loss to Dallas, the criticism you received, what have you. What do you do now to fuel yourself and you're back in many people's good graces?
Uh, I'm not satisfied with my career, what I've done so far. I've accomplished a lot of things, a lot of goals, but I'm not satisfied with that. So I want to continue to get better. Continue to lead this team the best way I know how, and continue to add more, pieces to my, to my game that can, hopefully at the end of the day make it successful.
Do you think about your legacy, history? I mean, most of the greats have won multiple times, obviously. You think about kind of that in terms of winning those titles?
Nah, I don't think about what the other greats have done. I know the history of the game. I know what's been accomplished in this league throughout the years. But I'm my own man, and I have to make my own mark. Just it's always funny and it's always humbling at the same time when I see my name ranked up there with some of the greats, what some of the greats have done, because I either grew up watching them or grew up reading about them and wanting to know the ins and outs about the game of basketball, how they were able to be so successful, at the highest level. So, as far as legacy, though, I don't think about that at this point. I still got a lot of basketball to play.
LeBron, last season and the gold medal, did that convince you that you're the best player on the planet, or did you think that for a few years?
I've thought that for a long time, that I was the best player. That's the way I approach the game, though. Anytime I step on the floor, I think I've told you guys that before. I want to be the best player on the floor, and when people leave that game, they say, well, that guy was definitely the best player, that was on the floor tonight. So, that's just the confidence that I play with, and it's not taken away from all these other great players that we have in this game today. But that's just how I approach the game, with that type of confidence.
Well, last summer you did a lot of work with the team and worked on the post game. This year you haven't had as much time. What, if anything, have you had a chance to work on, and what satisfaction level are you?
I've worked on a few things. I wasn't extensive, this summer as I was last summer. Just the simple fact that we had the lockout, and the finals went to late June, and then a week later I had to go right to the Olympics, and that went to the middle of, was that August, I believe. So I had to be smart about things, and try to get as much rest as I could. Try to get my body, and prepare for another, hopefully another long season. So, but I've been able to do a couple things out on the court. But I will use this preseason, now that we have our full preseason back, to continue to work at it and get back in the game shape.
LeBron, when you spend pretty much your whole life chasing one thing and then you do it, where's that? What well do you tap into now? Now that you are a champion, you have a ring, you have everything you always said goes wide. Where does that same level of motivation come from going forward?
Well, I think when you set out a goal, you work hard at it, and you're able to find to accomplish that goal, and the feeling that you have when you accomplish that goal, when it's all over and done, and you have to start over again, you're like, wow, I kind of want that feeling again. It went by so fast, with the celebration, and with us in the locker room and things like that, and everybody went, their own separate ways with their summers. But I want that feeling again. I want to be able to, to put us in a position where we can have an opportunity to have that feeling again. So, I'm looking forward to the challenges.
With everything that happened the last few months for you, at what point was there a point where you reflected and want to say, "Wow, I won the championship at this point," and at what point does that end? And you say it's
It's happened a couple times that I actually, was able to sit back and say, I accomplished a goal. And, then when that happened, I went right to the Olympic team, and so I had to kind of shade that away and, work on a new goal, and I was winning another gold medal, and then I was able to do that. So, after the Olympics, I was able kind of to sit back for a little bit and, kind of reflect on the whole year, both on and off the floor, and, it was a pretty good year for myself, but I'm not satisfied with it. I think all in all, the year was great. I don't know if that year can be duplicated again. I guess I would have to play in 2016 on the Olympic team to actually have an opportunity to do it exactly like that. But that's so far away. But I do want to continue to put our team in the best possible position to compete for a title. And in my 2 years here, we've had an opportunity to do that. We won one, we lost one. So, but all you can ask for is an opportunity. And that's what I try to do.
LeBron fortunate enough over the years to avoid significant injuries, really. Has this been the most
No wood around here.
basketball you played in a condensed period? And what do you think you're going to have to do to just let your body sort of adjust and not get overworked?
Well, as a professional athlete, over this past year, it probably was the most basketball I've played. It's not the most basketball I've played over a year. I mean, when you're a kid, in middle school and high school, you never stop. When I was 16, 17 in high school, you would play I played the whole football season, and then you'll play all the way through March, and then you get right into AAU and you play all the way through August, and then you're going right back into school and doing it again. But it's different. I think we all know it's different. Being a young man to being a man, being a professional, you have to understand how much your body can take and how much it can't. But I think I would gauge myself on this preseason, seeing how I feel once I get out on the floor. Seeing how my body reacts to it, and I think the good thing about our team, we have veteran guys, we have veteran coaching staff, we have veteran training staff that will make sure we monitor everyone, not just myself, because we got a lot of we don't have many young guys on our team. And we want to prepare ourselves not for the short run but for the long run. But at the same time, we don't want to cheat the game. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But we'll see. We'll see how I react this first week or two, in preseason, and kind of go from there.
Eric has talked to
Yeah. Well, we've been training together since the finals. We trained against each other in the finals. We trained, with each other in the Olympics, and then we trained for another week, back in my hometown. Just trying to get better. Continue to push each other. I think we both respect each other's game. We respect each other, both on and off the floor. So, it's great to be alongside with another great player, and learn from him, and do those, just play the game that you love to play.
Ron, you talked a lot coming in last season about kind of sort of wanting to play with joy again, and then you went out and you did that. Now that you've had this accomplishment, do you kind of come into the season, what is sort of your sort of mental approach in terms of finding sort of some peace in what you accomplished last year? How do you kind of approach the season? Different from last season?
Nope, it's the same way. One thing I said, I wanted to get back to playing the game, how I was taught, and and why I fell in love with the game, and I was playing with a lot of joy, a lot of passion. So that doesn't change. I think my goal doesn't change. My goal is to win a championship. That doesn't change either. So it's going to be a lot of hard work, and understand that. It starts with me, being one of the leaders of this team, and I have to make sure I'm prepared and ready for it.
I know you wanted to be one of the real greats of the game for a long time, since you're a kid, it's real goal. But now that you've gotten through the hurdle of you've won that first ring, has the thought process of how you really become a true great changed at all? Have you given it more thought? Is there any more rumination about that?
For me, I kind of I go out there, I prepare myself, before I go out there and play the game of basketball, and I kind of just let my game figure its course out, and I let everybody else kind of figure, at the end of my career or whatever the case may be, where do I rank? I don't go out there saying, let me, do these things so I can rank, with the greats of however you guys stack me up. I just kind of let my game do the talking. And then, when I'm done, you guys can rank me wherever you want to, but I'll be satisfied with my career because I know how I approach it.
I just meant more in terms of, numbers, championships, things like that, that's part of it, but how you're going to judge yourself about whether you've got everything fit out there for you.
I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path, and You know, as far as my career, I've had a lot of ups. I've had some downs. Um, you know, but you know, this game has given me a lot. You know, and I owe it back to him. I owe everything to this game. You know, so you know, we'll see. I think only time will tell. None of us can predict the future. We just got to live each and every day like it's our last, and I'm prepared for that.
Eric,
Played
you
four
turn,
power forwards in the playoffs last year. How would you ever have in your career? Looking at the additions that you made, the team looks like that's going to continue. Are you comfortable with that? Is that something you accept?
I mean, I guess. I mean, Spo just, he has so many different lineup changes and so many different mindsets of, how our team should be and, why we'll be successful. So, I mean, if it's for the good of our team, I don't have a problem with that at all. I think it's a matchup problem for a lot of teams with me at the 4. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm comfortable at my natural position at the 3, but I'm able to adjust to the 4. I'm able to adjust to the 1, and and do whatever it takes to help this team win.
You mentioned you know the history of the game very well. There's never been anybody that's played this sort of point power forward position. We've never seen it. Does that have any meaning to you? Did you sort of pioneer that whole idea in the league?
No, I think it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys to say I've kind of I've always looked at like Scottie Pippen is one of those guys, and of course Magic. I mean, Magic was a 6'9" point guard who could also play different positions, and Pitt was always like that point forward for the triangle offense. I think Grant Hill was also in his prime when he was in Detroit was kind of that point forward, guy. I don't know. I mean, hopefully, if this is something new, hopefully guys can look at it that comes after me and continue to to help it grow. I mean, guys that can do multiple things out on the floor, and not just just settle for what position someone may give them. You go out and you just, I guess, go outside the box and see if you can actually do it.
Eric used the word greenness.
Say that again.
You were a big fan of basketball games when they had super teams and stuff. When you see what Lakers have now, Oklahoma City has now, Green Knights have now, do you see the league maybe getting back that way?
I don't know. I mean, there's some really good teams in our league now. The game. Well, let me say it like this: the game itself is different from the '80s than it is now. But I think how the teams are put together is kind of around that same method. I mean, you have, in the '80s, like I said, you had 4 or 5, not just all-stars, but you kind of maybe have 4 or 5 Hall of Famers on the same team. And you could look at the Lakers saying that possibly could happen. I mean, Kobe is a Hall of Famer. Nash is a Hall of Famer. Dwight will be a Hall of Famer probably. Pau Gasol could possibly be a Hall of Famer. I mean, so and there's so many other great teams. OKC. I mean, they have guys that have the potential to be Hall of Famers, and so many other teams as well. So the game is different, but the way it's being shaped, it has some similarities.
One point was Eric used the term greedy. He said the historic ones, the great ones, have to be greedy after they get that first championship. I know you say you're not that, but when unselfishness is such a part of your on-court game, where in your life are you greedy?
Where am I greedy?
Yeah, about what? Even something silly.
No, I'm not. I'm not a greedy person. But I mean, it's a difference between, having an ambition and having goals and wanting to have more. Especially in a sport like this. In a sport like this, I think the ultimate goal and the only goal is to win. You prepare to win, and it doesn't happen all the time. Of course not, but that should be a mindset. How you prepare yourself, each and every night to go out there and win. I can be greedy about wins.